G'day! In today's video I'm unboxing the Asus Dual Radeon RX6750XT 12GB model. This one looks to be a fairly basic one, but let's find out what we see along the way when we open it up. For you guys playing at home, there's the exact model number right there. And we should just be able to use, hopefully, a pair of scissors to get us into here. There we go. Whoop. Oops, daisy. The box is not faring well. There we go. Now we're in. Yeah, just looking on here, it does recommend a 650 watt power supply. And it is definitely stuck in the box. There we go. I'm assuming that's something to do with the box manufacturer. It does seem very odd. The box itself does have a slight texture to it. It looks to be saying Asus. Some gold font going on there. We open it up. We reveal one very heavy GPU. Right here. Steps on how to actually unwrap it, of which, as all steps say, I won't ignore it. I thought it was wrapped around quite heavily. Now freeing the graphics card. There we go. Just put that aside and we'll explore a little bit further to see what is inside here. We have one piece with nothing on it. We have more with really nothing on it. We have, oddly, a playing card. That is fairly odd. Fairly odd, but fairly cool at the same time. We have the standard warranty card, highly likely in many different languages, all of which not much use. Thank you for purchasing an Asus graphics card. Well, hopefully we're all good. I won't be going to the Asus website for drivers. I will be going to amd.com and getting it from there. Setup speed. English. How to plug in. How to connect. And we're already in a different language. I had such high hopes for that. It's basically the same as the warranty card. And that ends the travels in the cardboard box. Now let's take a look at the GPU itself. Looking at it, we have our standard array of ports, display, HDMI, and display. Stainless steel, 304. The vent itself here looks kind of odd considering the actual fins run this way. But then we have an air gap here. Or we have a gap in here. Yet there's really not much getting blown out here because air's hitting down here and blowing out this way, top and bottom. So kind of pointless having that there, but more breathability is also always good. And as you can see, we are quite hefty in the way of cooling. Both fans, I'm assuming, are going to spin the same way. And we may have a hint of RGB just along here, so you can see some white plastic underneath this, over this bit here. Looks like that bit could almost snap off. Plastic. around the other side. We require two 8-pin powers. Preferably if you are connecting it up to run them off individual cables, don't just daisy chain it, as that usually makes it slightly less reliable. So if you can run an individual cable or 8-pin from the power supply to the card, run two cables straight to it, that would be the preferred way. Looking at the back here, we do have these brackets just along here. These two here, I'm assuming are going to be screw holes if you do want to be able to mount that on your case. So you might be able to get a bracket after the GPU is installed. So you plug it in, and you should be able to get a bracket to go straight up and screw into here to stop GPU sag. I'm going to assume that that is what these could be used for, potentially. While we're at it, let's have a look at the back plate now. And all looking fairly standard. Model details over here. We do have a couple of different modes up here, I'm not too sure. I'm assuming power mode and quiet mode. Right now it's set onto power. Quiet if you want to have those fans spin a little bit less and just not quite get the same overclock or same maximum performance as in power mode. But overall, a relatively beefcake card. Let's do some measuring. So if I sit it flat just down here, let's see what I find. These measurements will be in centimeters. So going from the back of the card to the front, we are, where are we there? 295 centimeters, and that's not factoring in, I stop my measuring tape right there and grab the camera. That is not measuring in up the top of the bracket, if that makes sense. So I'm not measuring in up here. I'm just going straight to the back of the I/O plate. Strangely, from that angle, it looks like it says 30 centimeters. So if you factor in 30 centimeters, you should be right. And let's go by height. So going from the bottom up, we are, where are we? Around 55 centimeters tall. And height-wise, from the bottom here to the top, we're looking around 14 centimeters tall. Anyway, it is one beefcake of a card with adequate cooling, or at least it looks like it should have adequate cooling for that. Anyway, that will do for today, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye.